It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Utah Jazz in Salt Lake City. Well, for the Jazz, tonight a chance to press their advantage after an impressive road win in Game 2. They're approaching this one with a lot of confidence. They've really seized the reins in this series, winning the first two on the road, now a chance to take a commanding 3-0 lead on their home floor, Shaq.
You know, they smell blood. They got the foot on the neck of the opponent. You win this one, Ernie, the series is over. All the momentum, everything is going in their favor right now, but they got to complete this game tonight.
This is where you go for the jugular. I mean, this is where you can't let up. But facing a team in desperation mode, you still got to be prepared to have a great effort against playing against you.
Because if you fall down 3-0 in this series,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Wrap, R.A.P.
No
go
team
home.
has ever come back.
And you might as well W-R-A-P and wrap it up and send it somewhere else because you're going home.
I like the way you're rapping, brother.
No doubt.
All valid points. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Game 3 of this Western Conference first-round series. We're 2-0 so far, and we'll see if the home court advantage holds sway. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. It's the Los Angeles Clippers taking on the Utah Jazz. Taking a look at Utah, they've been dominating this series, winning the first two games on the road. With the win here, they'd taken almost insurmountable 3-0 lead.
And guys, basically, I think they locked this series up with a win here tonight. They've taken the momentum, winning those first two on the road. Now on their home court, they're right where they want to be.
And the Clippers starting five. The Dunkers, Griffin and Jordan, are the bigs. Veteran backcourt with CP3 and Redick at the 1 and the 2. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Redick. Rebound, Utah. It was a big win for them, coming off Tuesday's match.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
They sure got some breaks, but hey, they did a really awesome job turning those mistakes into gold at the other end. That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Hill with it. Outside Favors. He kicks it to Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Passes to Hood. He dishes it to Favors. 4 on the clock. From 12 feet out. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Hood's got the game going here with the first basket for the Jazz. And here are the Clippers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game, and you know he's excited his team won 2 road games to start this series. And he's trying to keep his guys focused, saying, this is no time to pat ourselves on the back. We are at home now, but we have to play exactly the way we did in the first 2 meetings. We'll see if they can muster up that same effort here in Game 3. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Paul, following the score by Rodney Hood. Redick is in the corner. The pass to Johnson, inside, and stolen by Favors. Pushing it up, a shot by Hayward, wide open. Utah gets it back. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers on defense, looking for their first basket of the game. Hayward dishes to Hood. Hayward outside. Favors with a screen on Johnson. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Hill. Here's the 3. Jordan with the rebound.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Johnson kicks to Paul. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Johnson the screen. Griffin passes to Paul. Lets it go. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Jazz leading by 4. Hood kicks to Hayward. Pass to Hill. Again, missing Hill.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Redick dishes to Griffin. Takes the 13-footer. Count it.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Gobert, the screen. Favors against Griffin. Hood kicks to Favors. It doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Yeah, suffering from a very cold start. They've already missed 4 out of 5 from the field.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Now, here is Hill. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Hood kicks to Gobert. Hayward against Johnson. Clock at 4. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Love how Gobert stays active inside, picking up fouls in the process.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
The Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, really making an immediate impact with his rebounding and his shot blocking ability.
Johnson the screen. Cole, no one around him. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
Now here is Hill. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gobert the screen. Three-pointer, Hayward, and he's good on the three ball.
Hayward is a bomber from deep. He can really sink these shots when he has his feet under him.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Griffin. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
That will be in his head. The next time he comes down the lane, he'll have thoughts about that one.
Now here's Favors. Dishes to Hayward. And Hill has it in the corner. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. That's a 2 from Hood. The Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Johnson kicks to Paul. To the inside. Here's Griffin. Again, Griffin missing. Utah leading by 6. Hill passes to Hood. On its way from Hayward for 2. Utah the rebound. Hill kicks to Favors. And Hill has it in the corner. Back to Hayward. Down low. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Hayward.
Gobert using that 7'1" frame well on the glass, utilizing his size.
Picked by Griffin. Outside, Redick trying to get open as Johnson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Outside Hood. Favors with the screen. Favors sets the pick for Hood. Outside Hill. And Utah again with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
He just needs to slow the pace of this game and get his players under control here.
Johnson, he's checked in for Utah. Alec Burks comes in for Hood. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Clippers trail by 10. And stolen by Hayward. Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Johnson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The kick out to Hill. Paul with the steal. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got his first points of the game.
And Chris Paul is known for his lockdown D. If you aren't careful with the ball, he will swipe it clean.
Hayward kicks to Hill. He feeds it to Burks. Johnson the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Hill dishes to Gobert. The Jazz again can't hit it. Clippers trail by 8. Crawford kicks to Paul. Left side, Griffin. Back to Paul. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
CP3 is not afraid to go up against the bigger guys inside. He continuously finds some space, somehow, some way.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Here's Crawford following the bucket by the Jazz.
I like that shot for him, though. Very little defensive pressure. He typically rises up and buries that.
Gobert, the screen. Hill passes to Johnson. Feeds it to Hayward. Launches it. And Utah, another three.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Paul dishes to Griffin. Johnson outside. The feed to Crawford. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
The quickness of Jamal Crawford really taking it to the rim with determination.
Gobert, the screen. Hayward kicks to Gobert. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
First one falls for him. A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Raul Neto subbed in for Hill. And then for the Clippers, Brandon Bass is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Bahamute comes in for Johnson. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. And he can't hit the second. Clippers trail by 10. In the corner, it's Crawford. No good on the 3.
A three-point marksman. He couldn't have asked for a better look. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
Gobert with a screen on Rivers. Burks in the corner. Connects from three-point range. And the Jazz lead by 13.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
And who needs to warm up? They didn't.
Now here's Griffin. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
They got to feed Griffin the basketball. He has it going so far down in the low block.
Griffin against Johnson. There's the dish to Burks. Lock at 6. Kicks to Gobert. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bass. Withey's checked in for Gobert. Here's Neto. 3 on the clock. It's rebounded by Bass. Clippers trail by 11. And here's Crawford. Out to the wing. Bass inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Bass can't get it to go. Passes it to Neto. Back to Johnson. Here's Ingles. He's guarded by Mbaamute. Deflects the pass. Griffin with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Rivers has got the ball. The putback. Ingles with the rebound. Jazz leading by 11. Here's Neto. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Crawford. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a whole different ball game down low when this fella's lurking around.
Here's Neto to the middle. Here's Withey, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Brandon Bass. The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Withey. 2 shots.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Now Rivers. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside Griffin. With one on the clock, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Jazz lead by 16. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And one of our game's most explosive dunkers, DeAndre Jordan, tells us what it feels like to be DeAndre Jordan.
And you jump 20 feet in the air, it's like you're flying for a quick second. And then I've learned that how good the dunk was on the reaction of my teammates.
And for a guy like DeAndre, and a guy of DeAndre's size, guys, it's hard to believe how fluid he is in the air.
He's got some body torque into those jams, and just all around he seems to improve his game every year.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this Game 3. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
This has definitely been a perimeter-oriented game, and right now it seems like they can't miss.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Brandon Bass is out there with Luke Mbah-a-Moute. And it's Rivers in at the one spot. He kicks to Crawford. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Crawford's got 6.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Neto, the pass to Favors. He dishes it to Hood. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Rivers. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Rivers has got his first 2 points.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good, quality shots.
Withy kicks to Neto. Hood against Redick. To the paint. Here's Withy. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Rivers kicks to Crawford. Fires the 3. No good on that one. The Jazz go the other way with it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hood gets the bucket.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Rivers kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. The pass to Redick. Dishes it to Mbah-a-Moute. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They set the screen. Pass to Hood. Misses off the left iron.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
Now here's Rivers. Back to Crawford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Crawford missing again.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
Favors can't get it to go.
That was a huge face-off at the rim. Two great competitors. Defense took it.
And the Clippers miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Favors with the screen. Neto kicks to Favors. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Favors has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love the agility of Favors to roll hard to the rim after the screen. They count on him to handle that.
And the Clippers call time here. And the Jazz with some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Jeff Withey. Hayward comes in for Joe Ingles. And George Hills subbed in for Raul Neto. And then for Los Angeles, Jordan, he's checked in for Bass. Johnson comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Paul subbed in for Rivers. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Johnson the screen to halt the run. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
And really, CP3 is so good at reading the defense. If he knows he's getting the pass and they're playing off him, he'll torch you.
Now here's Favors. Pass to Hood. To the inside. Out to Favors. And stolen by Jordan. It's deflected. And stolen by Favors. Here's Hood. He feeds it to Favors.
You know, the shooting ability of Derek Favors combined with his size makes him a hard matchup for most defenses.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Paul dishes to Mbah a Moute. Back to Paul. Feeds it to Jordan. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Well, I don't care if you're up 50, down 50. There's no excuse for a mistake like that.
Utah leading by 23. Favors with the screen. Favors sets the pick for Hill. Hayward outside. The 3. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 11 points for Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Hayward on the wing. It's back to Hill. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert the screen. Hood kicks to Hayward. Excellent D there by Johnson.
Well, no one's scoring off that screen. That was terrible.
Paul outside. To the middle. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Hood. Inside, Favors. He gets that one. Favors got 7.
Favors is a huge guy that absorbs contact. A true master at getting his shots off in the midst of really intense defense.
Now here's Paul. Here's the screen. Now the feed to Mbah a Moute. Shot clock at 6. Hill against Paul. And again, no good by the Clippers. Utah's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. And Favors kicks to Hood. The dish to Hill. Gobert, the screen. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Hill. Hill's got 3 assists tonight.
The catch-and-shoot jumper from Hayward is virtually impossible to guard. He is so quick on the draw.
Los Angeles calls timeout for the Jazz. Johnson, he's checked in for Favors. And Alec Burks subbed in for Hood. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in for Mbah-a-Moute. Burks with the steal. Hayward on the wing. 13 points in the game. The Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. Here's Johnson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Well, that's how you bury an opponent when they're struggling. Don't ease up. Just keep going hard.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Paul passes to Griffin. Griffin sets the screen for Johnson. Paul for 3. Joe Johnson pulls it in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Hill dishes to Hayward. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Yeah, but he has to take that shot 10 out of 10 times. It was right there for him.
Now here's Jordan, looking for his first basket still in this one. And Redick kicks to Griffin. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
DeAndre knows his role. He is going to use that big body to set screens for his teammates.
Gobert, the screen. Back to Johnson. And Jordan sends it back. Johnson in the corner. From beyond the arc, Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Top of the key. And it's Johnson again missing. Clippers shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. It's stolen by Hill. Down low. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 8 points.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Redick against Burks. Redick passes to Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one misses.
He's incredibly difficult to guard, Blake Griffin. He's 6'10", 250-something pounds. He has size, but he also has quickness like a guard.
And the second free throw, good. Utah has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Hill kicks to Gobert. Gobert, the screen. On its way from Hayward for 2. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Hayward's got 7 points here in this quarter. Paul kicks to Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 9 points for Blake Griffin.
When he gets ahead of steam, Blake is pretty good. He is super aggressive on those type of plays.
Johnson with a screen on Redick. Hill has the open look. Cans it from downtown. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
The defense has to stay on their toes on him. They have to be active guarding the perimeter, or they will continue to get burned.
Hall. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
Well, he has to be able to use angles. He has to be a great finisher in tight spaces and to be able to throw his little body into the big guys.
Here's Hill following the basket by Chris Paul. There's 1:47 left in the first half of basketball. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range. Paul's got 9.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Hill kicks to Johnson. Hayward outside. Passes it to Burks. Shoots a 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Utah's gone 4-7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. Johnson the screen. On its way from Hayward for 2. Another miss by Utah. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice efficient 50%. Paul for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Hayward outside, kicks it to Hill. He dishes it to Burks. Johnson the screen. 5 to shoot. Gobert the pass to Hayward, and it's in there. Hayward's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And Hayward has really expanded on his game. Really looks at home down on the post.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Griffin, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, he's heating up here now in the second quarter. Watch out.
Hayward with the ball. He's got 17. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. For 3, Hayward. That one misses. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Jazz out in front, delivering the blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building, the backdrop for our presentation. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Well, for the Jazz, we're only 2.5 games into this series, but it's already looking like they've booked their place in the next round. Up 2 games to none with a huge lead tonight. They are in the driver's seat. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. Yeah. I think Kevin Harlan should call the second half. How about you?
I agree.
Yeah, just like he did the first half.
Welcome back, everyone, to Salt Lake City, Utah. That's the state capital right here in Utah. Really a sight to see when you get that kind of perspective from above. And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
And how about the opening half of basketball he played? I mean, so much riding on this game, and he came out with a sense of urgency to start.
That's what you want to see from him. This is an important game for his team, and he wants to win it very badly.
The Clippers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. Hill pairs up with Hood in the backcourt. Favors and Gobert, the defensive big man pair. And it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. Yes, that goes in. And that's 13 points for Blake Griffin.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Hill kicks to Favors. Hood against Redick. Hood dishes to Favors. Hayward against Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Right at the free throw line. And it's Hayward again missing. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Paul. And Redick, here we go. He kicks to Griffin.
And the defensive chops of Gobert just knows how to hold down the fort for his team.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Favors can't get it to go.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
That will be in his head the next time he comes down the lane. He'll have thoughts about that one.
Now here's Paul. 12 points for him. Kept alive, Griffin. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Clippers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And here's Hood. 10 points for him. Outside Hill. Fires for 3. But they get it back. And the pass to Hood. Favors with the screen. On its way from Hayward for 2. No good off the back of the rim.
Off target right now. 4 straight misses coming out of the half.
From deep, Johnson. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Chalk up 2 there.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jordan the screen. Paul for 3. The shot missing. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Hood the pass to Hill. Favors with the screen. Hayward's got space. And it's Hayward again missing. Clippers have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half starting. Griffin a screen on Hill. Paul kicks to Jordan. Outside for Redick. Sinks the triple. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's Redick shooting in a nutshell. A quick trigger release once he gets his hands on the ball.
Gobert, the screen. Hill kicks to Favors. Dishes it to Hayward. Pass to Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists in the game.
When the defense is non-existent like they were there, it's pretty easy to score like he did.
And the Clippers call time here. A different look for Utah. Jeff Withey, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Raul Neto subbed in for George Hill. And the Clippers with a change here too. And Mbah a Moute's checked in for Wesley Johnson. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Griffin. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
He doesn't let you off the hook, Blake Griffin. He likes to draw contact and usually gets to the free throw line.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Griffin. And so he makes both from the line. Jazz leading by 21. To the inside, and stolen by Jordan. Paul kicks to Griffin. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Jazz have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Griffin against Favors. And a wide open look for Hood. And it's off from 3-point range. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Clippers trail by 21. Here's Paul. 12 points for him. Inside and stolen by Favors.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
And the basket by Ingles. And so here are the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And stolen by Hood. Pass to Neto. Back to Hood. Lock at 6. Shot off the screen. Here's Ingles. Off target from 3-point range.
Surprising. He usually puts the dagger in your heart. That wide open from 3.
Got a piece of it. To the paint. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Favors has got 9.
And this team is ahead largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
Paul outside. Outside, Redick. And Mbah a Moute dishes to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Shot's good from Mbah a Moute. And Mbah a Moute's got his first 3 points of the game.
Some people have vision. Chris Paul has special vision on those passes.
Neto kicks to Favors. Here's Ingles. Passes it to Neto. Outside Hood. Rebound by the Clippers. Jordan's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it.
His shot's been inconsistent tonight, but teammates are picking up the slack, keeping them ahead in the score.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Neto kicks to Withy. Down low. Favors can't get it to go.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
Now Paul. He's got 12. Count that one. 14 points for him.
You can put a hand in Chris Paul's face, but he's used to that. He can still nail it.
Favors with a screen on Paul. Neto, the pass to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's the pick. Hood for 3. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Total collapse on defense there. You can't let a good shooter like him get a clear look at the basket from outside.
Paul dishes to Mba Amute. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Only took him a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Gave up a little momentum and then grabbed it right back.
Here's Neto. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Favors. Again, Favors missing. Clippers trail by 17. Paul with the ball. 14 points for him. Redick for 3. That one, no good. Great D that time from Hood.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
The pass to Neto. Favors against Griffin. And Favors kicks to Ingles. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Ingles has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
You know, that job of getting through screen is not pretty, but somebody has to do it.
Now here's Paul. He gets it in there. Paul's got 16 points.
Chris Paul is such a gifted scorer.
Timeout.
He has a whole arsenal of shots that can wreak havoc on a defense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Johnson, he's checked in for Utah. Alec Burks comes in for Raul Neto. The Clippers also changing it up. Brandon Bass is checked in for Jordan. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. Feeds it to Hood. There's the screen. Johnson outside. Ingles passes to Burks. Rebound by the Clippers. Griffin's got 8 rebounds in this game. Mba Amute dishes to Griffin. Rivers kicks to Bass. The 11-footer. And the shot no good, a bit short. Utah leading by 17. Outside Hood. He feeds it to Burks. Johnson at the elbow. The Jazz again can't hit it. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Crawford outside. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 9.
Give Crawford too much space, he will burn you for it. His pull-up jumper is on point.
Burks kicks to Withy. There's the feed to Ingles. Hood on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Withy gets the bucket.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
That explains the gap on the scoreboard. Attacking offense against a defense that's far too relaxed.
Utah's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Outside Hood. All sorts of time. The Clippers grab the miss. Crawford outside. Bass with the screen. Crawford kicks to Bass. Outside Griffin. Rivers in the corner. It's blocked. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Burks. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Burks has got 10 points in the game. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Griffin sets the screen for Rivers. Bass with the screen. Here's Griffin. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, they're still behind in this game, but not because of his shooting. He's been lights out.
And the Jazz with some changes. Rudy Gobert comes in for Jeff Withey. And George Hills subbed in for Hood. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in. That's good from Blake Griffin. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Jazz leading by 15. Burks the pass to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Ingles kicks to Hill. The dish to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Jazz passing it around. Johnson's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
To the inside, Crawford. Burks pulls it in. Utah shooting well. They're at 45%. Johnson the screen. Here's Hill. And no good trying to get that one. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Jazz out in front, up by 15. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Keep making the extra pass. Everybody. That doesn't mean you got it. Shoot it. But if somebody's open, you give it to them. Hey, right here. Make your run one step at a time.
And obviously hoping for better team basketball. Doc Rivers really laying it out to his guys.
And it's about maximizing each possession, running your offense all the way through until you find a good shot.
And we're back to the action here in this round one matchup. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Crawford. Johnson is out there with Brandon Bass. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Not the best pick I've ever seen, but it was just enough to get the job done.
Johnson outside. Kicks it to Rivers. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
You know, Austin Rivers, the 10th overall pick in the 2012 draft, has turned into a nice combo guard, having the ability to play the 1 and the 2.
The free throw drops for Rivers.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Utah leading by 17. In the corner, it's Hayward. It's back to Hill. Johnson the screen. Works for 3. The offensive rebound.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Oh, no question. He just punishes the opposition in that category, and there's no end in sight.
Now here's Crawford. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Here's Bass. And it's good off the back rim and in. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the jam by Hayward.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
But the defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Bass can't get it to go. Jazz have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Johnson, good.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Clippers trail by 20. Rivers kicks to Jordan. Crawford outside. He dishes it to Bass. Jordan the screen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And the first one drops. A different look for Utah. Derek Favors checked in for Johnson. Rodney Hood subbed in for Alec Burks. And so Bass nails both of them. Jazz leading by 18. Hill kicks to Favors. Crawford against Hood. Gobert the screen. Hayward from outside. Hayward missing again.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
Pass to Bass. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Gobert. Hood for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Clippers trail by 21. Crawford outside. And stolen by Hood. One-on-one here. Utah gets it back. Favors. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
When Favors has the rock near the basket, the defense is on edge. They have no choice sometimes but to get physical with him from that range.
Shooting from Utah, Derek Favors. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hall's checked in. And so Favors nails both of them. Now here's Paul. It's stolen by Hill. In transition, here come the Jazz. Hill leading the charge.
The quickness of Hill changing ends in the blink of an eye.
And Los Angeles guys shooting around 41% on the night. Jordan with a screen on Hood. Crawford outside. In the corner, it's Bass. 4 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Jeff Withey, he's checked in for Gobert. Lyle comes in for Derek Favors. Shelvin Max checked in for Rodney Hood. And Raul Neto subbed in for George Hill. And then for the Clippers, Spates checked in for Jordan. Pierce comes in for Wesley Johnson. That's Felton in for Jamal Crawford. Here's Mack. The three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And here is Paul. Pass up top. High post shot. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight. Jazz leading by 23. Neto kicks to Lyles. Here's Mack. Hayward outside. Nice ball movement by Utah. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
A different look for Utah. Derek Favors checked in for Trey Lyles. Rodney Hood comes in for Mack. And George Hills subbed in for Raul Neto. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jordan, he's checked in for Spates. Griffin comes in for Brandon Bass. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Pierce. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Raymond Felton. Dante Exum is checked in for the Jazz. And then for the Clippers, Johnson comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Mbah a Moute comes in for Wesley Johnson. Johnson kicks to Mbah a Moute. Johnson the screen. Fires top of the key. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Jazz on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. Dishes it to Wither. Right wing. Exum kicks to Favors. Griffin with some nice D. Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Oh, Griffin in position. It's not going to go for him.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Yeah, the highlight reel was in his mind. Just lay it up.
Up top, Favors. He's guarded by Johnson. Griffin with the steal. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Exum in the corner. No good on the 3. The Clippers shooting not great, 40% for the game. Redick with it, now defended by Exum. Paul outside. Pass to Griffin. Baseline jumper. Again, Griffin missing. And it's Utah's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Offensive rebound. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now here's Paul, picked by Griffin. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Off on the layup.
Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter.
There's a good screen for 3. Hayward. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Continuing from where he left off. First 3-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
Now here's Paul. Here's Griffin. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
When you put a smaller player on Blake, he has the ability to drive it, draw contact, and get to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Raul Neto comes in for George Hill. And the second free throw, good. Utah's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. And that one's good by Favors.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
They look like they're having some fun out there today, but it's always easy to enjoy it when you have a big lead.
Here's Paul. Derek Favors making his last shot. Paul. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Neto kicks to Favors to the middle. Here's Withey. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Withey's got 9 points here in the second half. And here is Los Angeles now. Paul kicks to Redick. Pass to Paul. Oh, Griffin in position. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
He's scoring down low. He's shooting from the perimeter, and we know he's dunking a lot of them. Griffin is doing it all.
There's a good screen. Withey dishes to Favors. Johnson kicks to Withey. 6 to shoot. Jazz passing it around. Paul with the steal.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Paul.
6 feet tall, 175 pounds. Chris Paul plays way bigger than those numbers.
The Jazz making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Clippers. Rivers comes in for J.J. Redick. And both free throws good from Paul. Utah shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's Neto. Burks in the corner. He tries for 3, and the Jazz another 3.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Paul outside. And it's denied. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Six on the shot clock. To the middle. Stolen by Exum. In transition. Here come the Jazz. It's hauled in by Felton.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
That will be in his head. The next time he comes down the lane, he'll have thoughts about that one.
Now here's Rivers. Down low. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Johnson. Burks the pass to Neto. Back to Burks. Johnson kicks to Exum. The pass to Burks. Withey dishes to Burks. From 17 feet out. No good off the front iron. And Los Angeles guys shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Rivers kicks to Johnson. Outside, Felton jacks up a 3. The rebound by Withey. Withey's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Neto. He's guarded by Rivers. Neto kicks to Withey, and he gets the bucket.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
He has buried every good look today, and I think down the stretch, he'll be huge as well.
Rivers sets the pick for Felton. Now here's Rivers. Defense is right there. Feeds it to Bass. Here is Mbamute. And again, no good by the Clippers. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. And Game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win
for the Jazz.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Gordon Hayward. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
I mean, the game is in hand, but they're still running their offense, and they're just plain and simple, still making shots.
Now here's Rivers. Felton the pass to Johnson. Rebound, Utah. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Exum, they set the pick. Here's Neto. Exum with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Felton with the ball. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-0, it's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
This victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, very nice win for you guys tonight.
Just proud of the way we fought. We thought we shared the basketball pretty well tonight. Played pretty solid defense as well. Got the win. So.
Great effort tonight, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Gordon Hayward. Talk about setting the table. What a monster first half he had. Forced the defense into adjustments and caused all sorts of problems trying to contain it. Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, the players are where you're really tested. His performance tonight was an example of the kinds of performances you got to string together to win championships. I liked his attitude. He had poise, desire, an edge. He had it all going on the whole game, Ernie.
He had a field day from downtown. He had 4 3-pointers. He did it with efficiency. Plus, his threat on the perimeter created opportunities for everyone else.
The postseason is still young, and there is more round one action coming your way. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, good night, everybody.
Good night.